Hello. Um, so I thought I should do another video today because I'm feeling a bit all over the place, if I'm going to be honest. And doing these videos really helps kind of get in touch with my emotions and to try and just release everything. I think I've been having one of those days where nothing is going right and everything is just feels like it's just being bombarded at me, and that I'm just becoming more squashed, like each hour, each second, just something is happening. So yeah, I thought it'd be good to kind of just talk about things that are on my mind and to vent it out. Because I have been told that I can contact certain people when I'm feeling kind of on a roller coaster and when I'm having a low, but there's always that feeling of being a burden, so I just don't want to bother people, and I just don't want to, even if you've been told that you can, it's like I just don't want to disturb them from their day or anything with like my negativity. So instead of bottling it up, I need to just vent it out, and what a better way to do it than in a video. So yeah, I guess I've been doing okay. I've been doing better regarding my food. Well, I was. But now I'm kind of going through binges to restriction to not knowing what to do, being all over the place, and just having the guilt, so much guilt with everything, anything that I eat. I think it's because I was restricting for so long, and now that I've allowed myself to eat, it's like I've opened these doors, and it's like I've got access now because I've allowed myself access to eat. So it's like there's too much to choose from. And I know when you hear binges, people automatically think, oh, greedy, lazy, fat, disgusting. And those are all the things that I associate with myself. So if anyone was to call me that or say any of those words to me, I'd probably just smile and agree with you, because that is exactly how I feel and how I guess it feels when you do binge. But at the time, it feels like the best thing to do, and it's convenient, and it's like your comfort. The food is there. If you're worrying, normally if I have a lot of anger and I can't release it, now that I've allowed myself to eat, I resort to food. But then I have days where I just feel so guilty and disgusting, so I just completely restrict and I just won't eat anything. But then I go back to binging and then restricting, so it's just like constantly in this loop of just guilt, binge, restrict, just constantly going around. And it's almost like you're on a merry-go-round, you want to get off but you can't. And I know it sounds like the obvious, like people will say, well, just don't eat that much, or if you're restricting then just eat. But then can you kind of see how it would clash with them if you're in this kind of mindset? Because it's like, if you eat, you're then going to eat too much, but then if you eat less, you're going to then restrict and not have anything at all. So it's like, what do you do? Where do you find this middle ground? And it is so hard to find the middle ground. I can't express or get across enough how hard it is to just know, or to just be able to tune into your body and to just eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. It is so hard. And it's one of those things, like, if you're anorexic, people think you're meant to be very, very skinny, and that, you know, that's one of the symptoms of it. That's like a side effect of having anorexia, because the longer you restrict, the thinner you get. And then if you're like a binge eater, it's like you're meant to be like really grossly obese. And then if you just look normal, it's like you don't have a problem. But I wish we were almost like see-through sometimes, like our heads were see-through, so you could like see into our minds and you could just see the chaos that goes in to the thoughts you have throughout the day, the OCD, the rituals, the like invading, intrusive thoughts that just don't leave you and make you feel bad for every little thing that you try and fight against. So if I was to walk away from doing a ritual, my mind is then constantly like, why are you doing that? You're failing, you're going to put on so much weight, you're disgusting, you lazy, horrible girl. Like it's just constantly there anytime you try and fight it. But then if you don't fight it, it's then you're just feeding the disease, you're feeding the illness. But so then you're going to get worse if you keep feeding it. But it's hard to explain without basically sounding like a complete mad person. And I know that to a lot of people I probably do sound completely mad, and it's probably like, what is wrong with her, what is wrong with that girl? But I think doing videos like this and kind of expressing and talking about these things can make people realise how much there is to mental health and what it is. And it's not just about being a bit anxious here or there, or, you know, kind of all getting a bit nervous for an exam. It's like, it's always in your head. There's always something to worry about. There's always a feeling of you're being judged, or people are looking at you, or you're going to mess up, or you're going to fall over in front of somebody, or you're going to spill your food down you as you're eating, or like something's, you know, even if you're walking and the wind blows and your hair goes into a different part in, it's then like, it's like the anxiety hits, like, oh my god, how do I look really ridiculous? I can't see what I look like. Does my hair look really stupid? It's just simple things like that that are constantly with you throughout the day. Anything you do, even if you overtake somebody walking, and then like, are they staring at me now? Am I going to trip over? Like, am I walking like in the right way? I'm not walking like with pigeon toes. I just scrutinise every little thing that I do, and it's exhausting and it's draining. And so even if you do, what I'm trying to say is, even if you do look healthy and you see somebody who looks like they've got absolutely nothing wrong with them, just remember that everybody kind of has their struggles and everybody is going through something, whether it looks like it or not. Some people can put on really, really good fronts. Like, if I know I'm going out somewhere or I'm going to do something, I put a front on immediately. Like, I'm snap into this version of myself that's like really smiley, goes a bit high pitched, like that, and just to please everybody, to make sure that everyone knows, that everyone gets this impression that I'm okay, so no one's going to ask me questions. But reality is, even if you do that, people are still going to ask you questions. People are still going to try and grill you about things. So it's, whatever you do, it's never going to be good enough for yourself. Almost, you're always going to criticise yourself. There's always going to be a fault. But yeah, it's just a daily battle. Every day is a struggle, and I know people say that, and it sounds like it can sound cliche or whatever, but it is, because you have so many different thoughts every day, every little thing. Even somebody can say a comment like, let's go for a walk, and I could then think, why are you asking me to go for a walk? Are you saying that I need the exercise? Do you think I need to lose weight? Do you think I've put too much weight on? It's because I've been binging, so therefore like I've put on loads of weight, but then I have been restricting, so you trying to get me into like a healthy, normal lifestyle. And it's just draining, and it's constantly there, and it's like somebody's like slapping you in the face all the time, like almost beating you up with all this negativity. And then when you do get a moment to just kind of relax and to be yourself, and you almost have just a normal resting face, people then have the audacity to be like, oh, cheer up, it might never happen. Or say things like, oh, what are you doing today then? Like, you know, what are you doing? You look like you're not doing anything. Or some people might say, oh, you're such a young girl, you've got so much ahead of you. And you think, I know that, but you don't know what you don't know what I've been through, what I'm going through, and how hard I'm trying to come out of this mindset and to get better and to get healthy and to live my life to the best that I can. It's like people just think you want to be this way all the time, but you don't. It's just so hard to fight against it, because you just think every time you do this, something really, really bad is going to happen. And it's like paranoia that you're just going to mess things up. So it's just easier to just stick at the routine that you know. Even if it is detrimental to your health, it's easier to stick at it because you know you're safe. But then I know that you're not safe. So it's really hard to try and balance the thoughts and to try and reason with yourself. That's why therapy is really good. That's why it can be really good, because you're able to talk about things and you're able to kind of look into yourself and work in yourself. But it is hard. It's so hard to analyse yourself, basically, and to self-reflect. It's really, really hard, and you have to be very brave to do it, because it's a scary place, going back into your past and things that people have done to help mould you into the way that you are now with your problems. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of a rant about those kind of things. But if there's anything that anybody kind of wants me to speak about in particular, yeah, please feel free to message me, or if you want someone to talk to. Like, it's been really nice receiving messages from people that I haven't heard from in quite a while, and who've sort of popped up and just said, you know, that they've watched my video and that they've been through similar things. And it is really nice, because you know that you're not the only one out there, and that's exactly why I wanted to do these kind of videos. So yeah, just let me know, and yeah, thank you for watching and listening to me rant.